Behold, feast your eyes on this. Take a look at this. Over 6,000 new visitors in less than a month, all from one link, one referring domain. And I'm guilty, right? This is literally one of probably the best result that we've ever gotten from this particular strategy, but we've had plenty of a few hundred hits. Like you can almost bank on getting at least 200, 300 hits all from one link. It's pretty incredible. So my name is Chris Palmer with Chris Palmer Marketing, and what I'm going to walk you through is a strategy that takes patience, takes you're going to need to know your history. You will need to have some Wikipedia accounts, like you kind of already have to be playing around with building Wikipedia links. But most of all, what I want to share with you is a way that you can get a bump of traffic really fast. It's easy. Generally, we'll build these, we'll forget about them. We won't even notice until all of a sudden we're like, oh, we got a jump of traffic. Let's see where it came from. So let me walk you through this. This will be relatively short, so bear with me here. Let me walk you through the strategy of how we were able to achieve this. And like I mentioned, it's not typical to get the 6,400. Like, this is literally our best. If I did 100 of these, this is probably one of our best results we've ever seen. That's I had to show. I had to show you. All right, so check this out. So here's how we're doing it. And I want to point this out. There's more than en.wikipedia, right? There's the Spanish version, or Spain. There's German, Canadian. There's so many different versions, and there's so many different opportunities that you should really scan the website. But most notably, how we were able to achieve this result was by landing a homepage link on Wikipedia. And this is exactly what we did. Now, like I mentioned before, you will need to have some prior setup, but with that being out of the way, if you take a look at on this day will generally showcase events that happen on the specific day that today is. Now, today being the 18th, what we're looking at here are some events that happened on the 18th. Now, with some pre-planning and the internet, if you have the internet, then that means you have all the history at your fingertips, right? And generally, what we have found by doing this a few times is if you go about a month ahead of time and you do a search for events that happen on a specific day, take a look and see what Wikipedia is rewarding. That's probably what's going to show up on this day. Now, this is how you can get homepage links, essentially homepage links, kind of like a homepage link from Wikipedia. And you can almost guarantee, if you land one of these links, and I'm going to give you a little bit more of the process here. If you land one of these, you can almost guarantee yourself a couple hundred hits all within a month. And here's what's great. You'll get little bursts because for whatever reason, and they come from all over the world too. It's crazy. But for whatever reason, it's almost like they're sharing the day's event from Wikipedia, because you get the rush happens. It comes in like waves. It's an interesting thing. All right. So here's what I want to point out to you. Let's say, for instance, that we were searching, it was a month ago, and we wanted to hit on this particular article here. All right. Like, say, like, hey, we did our research. This is what they're going to show. You go into the page. And what you're looking to do, of course, is you want to change particular references and things that are being cited within the article. Now, here's where you need to pay close attention. You need to make sure that where you're making your edits or references is as close to the top of the page as possible. All right? The probability of you getting some traffic, if you get this part right, if you get enough bets out there, like, don't just pick one event on one day, like, you have to do a couple of them. Like, we probably did 10 in one day and got one and got really lucky. But you can get a rush of traffic, and then on top of that, you'll get a UR boost, you'll get a DA boost. Whatever metric you're looking at, you always get a lift. I know metrics don't matter, but at least you get a secondary reward for the job that you did. On top of that, you're getting an authoritative link from Wikipedia, even if it doesn't hit for the event. Even if you don't get the rush of traffic, you still get a relevant link, and you get a DR or a trust flow boost. It's a win, win, win. Anyway, I just wanted to point out this strategy. you know, you generally want to look for these a month out, so it does take some time. Again, it takes a history lesson, and you probably will need a few Wikipedia accounts that have a little bit of, you know, equity built in. It's not like you could just go in with the same account and go and make 10 edits. The probability of any of those sticking is very low. So it's not like just anybody can do this, but it's something that if you're already doing it, I wanted to point out to you. Plus, hey, I like to brag too. I mean, this was an awesome result. We usually get, again, like a few hundred at most. Usually we'll get a nice little rush. We're usually just after the link. But when these hit on the homepage, mwah, magnifique. It's been an absolute pleasure. My name is Chris Palmer with Chris Palmer Marketing, and I can't wait to see you in the next Patience SEO link building strategy video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.